In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play a C major bar chord. So to play this C major bar chord, we're going to start with the A shape this time, the A major open chord. And instead of playing it with 1, 2, and 3, we're going to play it with 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to slide up a step and a half. So 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to bar with our first finger on the 3rd fret. So it'll be like that. So you have an A shape here, and then your first finger is barring through all the 1 through 5 strings, except it's really only playing the 1st string and the 5th string, just like with the B minor. And holding it like this is not very practical for most people because it's really tight to get all 3 fingers in, especially as you move up the fretboard and the frets get smaller. It's almost impossible for most people. So what you do, instead of doing it with your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger, you bar where these fingers are with your 3rd finger. So it'd be like that. And I'll move my fingers out of the way. So this finger is barring the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So this is a pretty difficult one to get at first, since you're having to do so much with your 3rd finger. It's a lot harder to bar with your 3rd finger than it is with your 1st finger. And the thing about this one is most people, and me included, can't bar those 3 strings and not touch that 1st string and mute it out. So when you're barring like this with your 3rd finger through those 3 strings, your 1st finger is actually not barring anymore. It's just playing the C note on the 3rd string, 5th string, 3rd fret. So if I really, really try and arch my finger as much as possible, I can get that 1st string in, but it's really uncomfortable. And I honestly don't even like the sound of that 1st string in with this chord, so I never even try to play it that way. So you'll see on your charts where I gave 3 examples of how to play it. The first was to play it with these 3 fingers making that A shape. Then another one was barring with this finger and barring with that finger, so barring with your 3rd and your 1st finger. And those are for the people that can actually avoid this 1st string with their 3rd finger. And then the other option is how I play it, which is barring with your 3rd finger, muting out the 1st string with your 3rd finger, and only playing 1 note with your 1st finger. So it would be... And then this string, the 1st string, is just muted out. So this one's going to be pretty difficult, like I said, on your hand. It's pretty difficult to get used to this finger doing a bar, and you're just going to have to work at it slowly. And what you can do is just practice barring with your 3rd finger and try to get those 3 strings to ring out and not worry about the other strings. So just trying to get your 3rd finger to be able to bar all 3 of those strings is probably the first step for you. And your thumb still needs to be where it normally is. You're not going to put your thumb behind your 1st finger. It's going to be behind your 3rd finger. It's going to be behind your 1st finger still. So just work at that, trying to get your 3rd finger to be able to bar all 3 of these strings and make each one ring out. And then when you get that, you can add in your 1st finger. But this one will tire out your hand pretty quickly because of how you're holding it. So just do it a little bit each day and don't get frustrated with this one because it's a difficult one. For practice, just get the C major bar chord down. Like I mentioned, this is a difficult one to play, so don't strain your hand doing it. Don't just constantly struggle to get it. At first, you're going to just do it a little bit at a time and take a break. Do it a little bit each day or for short increments in one day, and give it a break. Get that bar going first over that A shape with your 3rd finger, and really work at that first. But really, it's an easy one to hurt your hand doing if you do it too much. So like I said, just a little bit each day, and eventually it'll come fairly easy to you. So just work at it until you have it down. And once you have it down, you can move on to the next lesson, and we'll keep moving forward.